Today I will reveal to you one phrase that will drive a man crazy for you, a phrase that will make him addicted to you. Please promise me that you will not use this for evil and that you will use it ethically, because this can have strong effects, and I don't want you to use this phrase with a guy that you do not care about. Okay, before I start, I want you to ask yourself, have you ever had this thought in your mind where you're like, I love this man, but I love the way he makes me feel, especially how feminine he makes me feel. I love how feminine he makes me feel. And I became obsessed with how feminine he made me feel in his presence. Well, you know what? Men feel the same way towards you. Some men can fall in love with you, but they can also fall in love with the way you make them feel. They can fall in love with how masculine you make them feel. You know, we're not the same with every person we meet in our lives. I have been with some women where I felt I was garbage, and I have been with other women where I felt like I was a hero for her. And that is addictive for men. And today many men struggle with masculinity. Many men, we don't know what is being masculine. How can I be more masculine? What does it mean? What does it imply to be masculine? Am I too much masculine when I show this male trait, or is this not enough? It's very hard for many men to know where to position themselves on this masculinity trait. And I think women can help men reconnect with this masculinity. And there's one way a woman can do that. I'm not telling you to do this for moral reasons or anything. I'm just telling you to do this because making a man feel masculine is the best way to make him love how he is in your presence and then to fall in love with you. A woman should learn how to make a man feel useful. When a man feels useful, he feels masculine. And the good thing is that by making a man feel useful, you channel his energy into you, and you help him emotionally attach to you, invest emotionally in you. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example very soon. Stay focused. When you come to a man and you show your vulnerability, you are helping him get into his masculine. You are helping him give you the masculine counterpart of this female vulnerability. Do you understand? What I'm saying is that the female vulnerability is the feminine counterpart of the strength. And when a guy feels female vulnerability in a woman, no matter if he likes her or not, it triggers something in him. It triggers a masculine instinct that pushes him towards you, to help you, and to be useful in your life. So I want you to understand this mindset before I give you the phrase, because you can't just repeat the phrase I'm going to tell you. You need to embody the mindset, the mentality of the woman who knows how to show her vulnerability without acting submissive. Vulnerability is not submissiveness. It's not the same thing. It's not about showing your insecurities on the first date. Being vulnerable is not about that. Being vulnerable, and most importantly, you are not vulnerable with any man. You are vulnerable with a guy who deserves it. It's a gift. The phrase I'm going to give you is not something you can tell any man. It's something that needs to be received as a gift. Not all men can appreciate vulnerability too, you know. I believe masculine men have, it's easier I believe for masculine men it is easier to receive a female vulnerability. So it can be a great filter for you guys, because some guys will just get scared by a feminine vulnerability, and some other guys will just love it and will go and dive into it because that's what they need, you know? That's what their body needs, their guts need, all right? So once you have this vulnerability, once you know how to get vulnerable, you know which man deserves your vulnerability and how to to show it to somebody, to feel it sincerely, then you can express the phrase that I'm going to give you now, finally. And this phrase is, I need you. I need you to, okay? I need you to tell me this. I need you to show me that. I need you to repair this for me. I need you. But you just need this man. You need him. It's so flattering, first of all, because it means that you chose him out of all the men in the world. You chose him to help you. You chose him on this expertise. You validate his expertise. You make him useful. You make him feel useful. And that's not something, I mean, I know it's hard to understand for a woman, but knowing that you are useful for a woman is very strong for a guy. You also show him that he can have an influence in your life. So you increase his status by coming to him and telling him, I need you. You instantly increase his status. You're like, right now, you can have an influence in my world. So it gives him power, strength, makes him more masculine. And more than that, you can transcend this experience by implying that he's your hero. You are my hero. You don't have to say it, of course, but you can make him understand that, wow, what you did for me, I felt like a princess. You are my hero. And don't think that, okay, gotta be careful here in Paris. I want to get crushed by a taxi. You need to understand that it's not only women who have been brainwashed by Disney, princess, and all these cartoons. Men also, young boys also watched Disney cartoons when they were younger. And masculine men, they love to play the role of the prince, of the charming prince. It's a role we love to play. We want to rescue you. We want to protect you, to support you. Financially, emotionally, intellectually, physically, whatever. We want to be that for women. And the more you can help us get into this masculine role, the more we will want to invest into you, especially if we see that you like it, that you reward it. And the more we will fall in love with you, because the more you invest into a woman, the more you fall in love with her. The more you feel indispensable to a woman, the more you feel like you have a duty towards a woman, the more you're gonna fall in love with her. The more you're gonna act and channel your energy, your masculine energy towards this woman. And finally, the more a man likes the way he is with you, the more he falls in love with you. He wants to stay this man, this masculine man with you, and you're the only one who can make him feel that way. Especially today, it's hard because many women struggle to show this vulnerable side of them. They don't want to say, I need you, because they believe, because of feminism, they believe that they're strong, independent, and they don't need a man. And if they ask for men's help, they're gonna be maybe indebted towards them, or they're gonna act as a weak, submissive woman. They need to show how strong they are, but that's not the right way. Love is different. You need not to try to show how strong you are. It doesn't work like that in dating. Vulnerability is you choosing a moment with a specific man who deserves it, who you can show this, who you can give him this gift of your vulnerability. He needs to deserve it, and you don't give it to anybody, because not any man is able to appreciate the feminine vulnerability. So you need to choose wisely. If you want to go further into male psychology and understand the 4 signs that a man is falling in love with you, I'll let you click on the video on the top screen up there.